Hi guys, Olivia here, and I just wanted to do a quick little review of a book that I got for Christmas called Epic Runs of the World by Lonely Planet. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And it is time to review a Christmas present. I was very lucky that my wonderfully kind mother-in-law bought me this book for my Christmas present from The Lonely Planet. Is Epic Runs of the World. Explore the world's most thrilling running routes and trails. It's an absolutely fantastic book of not only races around the world, but also just routes that you can go and run if you're in a city and anywhere in the world on over the many beautiful countries that are out there. It is in sections, so we've got Europe, Oceania, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. And it's just a fantastic read. I've really enjoyed reading it, and the pictures are stunning as well. So let's find, so for example, the Amalfi Coast down in Italy, stunning photos. And it's just really nice that you have either a couple of pages on the race or the route itself. So this is Seoul, and then at the end of that route or race you have a few little races that kind of link with it. So if it's a city beach run, then you'll have a few other examples of city beach runs throughout the world. In here there are races from 2 miles all the way up to multi-day ultras. So you definitely read this and go, yes, no, definitely not. I don't think I'm quite a multi-day ultra runner, but it's still wonderful to read them and get inspiration. And plus, you know, if it is a multi-stage ultra they're talking about in a certain city, you can still visit it and maybe just do part of the route or find some other routes that link to the place that you're visiting. I was very surprised to see that I have raced 2 races mentioned in here, the London Marathon and Prague Marathon. So that kind of put a smile on my face, and I thought, oh, I've done 2 that I've mentioned in here. 2 out of 50. So quite a long way to go to fulfill more of this book. This book has everything from road to trail to mountains to beaches, from rainforests to exploring the sights, and also some funky races as well. I do like the fact that it's really inspirational. It really gets you thinking about what to do whilst you're on holiday, and many a time it mentions kind of a city route, so maybe either kind of Rome, Washington DC, that it's, if you get out early and do a run around the city, that you see far more of the city than you would just walking. And also if you're out very early, of mostly in those big cities, it is quieter at those times and you have space to look at the attractions. So maybe in Rome, the Colosseums, or in Venice, you have St. Mark's Square, that you actually see them in a much more peaceful way. And also, I think one author said that it's really nice when you arrive a new place to go for a run, even if it's just a couple of miles, to get your bearings. And also, if seeing those attractions early in the morning, then you can plan what you want to go back and see in more depth later on in your trip as well. So really inspirational book to get you thinking about where to go on your next holiday and to pack your trainers. As you can probably guess, all major marathons are mentioned in this book: Tokyo, Chicago, Boston, London, New York and Berlin, of course, all mentioned, but also there's quite a few quirky marathons like the Afghan Marathon, which of course is very small but also very beautiful. There was the Big Sur in California, and also the very cold North Pole Marathon, where the route is lined with armed guards just in case a polar bear does decide to show its face and get too close to the runners, but luckily in the history of the race it has never happened. So this has definitely inspired my bucket list. Definitely Costa Rica's on the agenda. Also the sea wall in Vancouver. It's an amazing wall that they've built that you can run along. Really great, stunning route. And also Ireland and the Pembrokeshire coast in Wales also looks stunning as well. And two races that caught my eye is the Bay to Breakers in San Francisco, and it's just 7 miles, 50,000 runners, 7 miles along from the bay to the breakers, and it's, as you can see, like this photo here, the mass of people, and it's just sounds so much fun. Everyone dresses up, has loads of fun, and actually if you don't dress up then you tend to be looked as the weird one. It just looks so much fun and a lot of people for 7 miles. And then I would love to see Centerpec long half marathon in the Czech Republic. It's based in the home of Emil Centerpec, who was an incredible distance runner. If you've not heard of him, have a little read about him, because he is one of the greatest endurance runners. He won 5 Olympic medals, set 18 world records, broke once unbreakable barriers of 5,000 metres and 10,000 metres. And in 2013, Runners World declared him the best of all time over any distance. And yeah, it's quite tough because you have to climb a mountain in between, but it looks so beautiful in the Czech Republic. And it just sounds like a beautiful race because it's flat, you climb 2,280 feet, and then you do eventually descend for 4 miles of continuous descent. And he just said that, the warmth of everyone there and the friendship he felt, that just gets him going there time and time again. So that's one on the list. And just in Europe, I have been to Prague, so it's nice to see a bit more of the Czech Republic. And finally, I do want to discuss probably the most weirdest race in this book, and it's on Easter Island. So let me read you this race. I think this is the most weirdest race in the book. It's called the Tear Banana Race. So basically in February there is this triathlon which entails paddling a reed boat for 400 meters, running barefoot for 1,000 meters, but while carrying 2 10-kilo bunches of bananas, and then you swim 400 meters, all inside the flooded crater of an ancient volcano. Tourists are encouraged to participate, although they might not want to wear the traditional loincloth attire that locals do. And then it goes on to say there are plenty of other trail running opportunities as well. So that just sounds hilarious. Triathlon, I mean, I don't think I could run a K while carrying 2 10K bunches of bananas. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So if you do fancy a little bit of escapism right now, some inspiration to plan your next race or to plan your next country or city to visit, then I truly recommend The Epic Runs of the World, a truly amazing book. It is a coffee table book. It's thick, it's heavy, it's got amazing photos in, but definitely one to plan your countries to visit, your CCC visit, and your bucket list when we can go and explore. And plus, as I said, England, it mentions, Pembrokeshire, UK, it mentioned Pembrokeshire, it mentions North Wales, it mentions London, Edinburgh, the lakes. So wherever country you are in, you might find a new route, a new trail, a new race close to you. So there we have it. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, love to have you along on this YouTube channel, all about running and creating a nice little family community out there. And whatever you do, #killing it.